Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Khepri Traceability. Our first order of business will be to install the VS Code extension. In Visual Studio Code, hit Ctrl-Shift-P to pop out the search bar and type in or manually find extensions installed from VSIX. This should take you to the file manager where you'll find the downloaded file. Mine's in the downloads folder, but maybe yours is somewhere else. So Khepri version 001. If you install that, Visual Studio Code will probably ask you to reload the editor. Just do what it says and you're all set. So having that done, I can now show you how to use traceability. First thing you need to do is save the files you'll be wanting to trace, and not just in the beginning. You need to save the files each time you make any major changes to the program structure. You will also need to run this little line, a traceability parameter set to true, and other than that, just run the program as usual. In this case, I'm generating a spiral made up of triangles in AutoCAD. The basic traceability is programmed to model traceability. This is the one I'll be talking about first. And at this point, I have to warn you that AutoCAD traceability works best in conceptual mode, not 2D wireframe. And just hit Shift-Alt-T, T for traceability, to start Khepri traceability. You can see the little message at the end saying it's on. And now you can click on any line of code and the corresponding shapes will be highlighted in AutoCAD. You can click by using your mouse or using the little arrows on your keyboard. You just need to set the cursor to any particular line and you see the corresponding geometry. It also works on multiple files. As you see here on the left, I'm also generating two egg shapes. I have two instructions. If I click on either of them, I will see the corresponding egg highlighted in AutoCAD. The entire egg in that case, or I can click on the specific arcs within the egg function and see the only part of the egg that was generated by each of those arcs. The other kind of traceability that we can have is model to program traceability, also known as reverse traceability. And in this case, we hit Shift-Alt-S for a shape, and you see the little prompt there asking you to select a shape in AutoCAD. You just do as it says, and the corresponding lines of code will be highlighted in the editor, with an interesting twist in this case because we have fading colors representing the sequence of function calls. So in darker highlight, you will see the last function that was called, and in increasingly lighter highlights, you will see all the way up until the first function that you called to generate this geometry. To repeat this process, just hit Shift-Alt-S again, any number of times you want, but each time you want to select a different shape, you have to click Shift-Alt-S and select a new shape, and the function calls will be highlighted in the editor. Unlike the normal traceability that you see is still running in the background here until you tell it specifically to stop. If it's somehow weighing on you, you can stop it by hitting Shift-Alt-T, and you'll see that it gives you a message saying the traceability is off. Let's just get it back up again so that we can continue this tutorial. I want to show you one more thing. You see that it's working for both files, and that is that this is not limited to 2D geometry. It also works with 3D. I'm going to generate 3 little spheres here in AutoCAD, and remember now I am performing changes to my file, structural changes. I have new lines of code, so I have to resave my file after the changes so that I can have traceability on these lines as well. I'll run the 3 spheres. They appear in AutoCAD, and if I click on any of the lines that generated them, here we are, I see them highlighted in AutoCAD, and the other way around as well. So Shift-Alt-S gives us model to program traceability. And in this case, we don't have a call chain because they're just single instructions. We have no function definition for the sphere in this program. So there you go. That's it. Thank you for watching.